In the twilight of the 19th century, Japan stood at a crossroads. The winds of change heralded by the Meiji Restoration swept across the archipelago, transforming the nation from a feudal society into a burgeoning empire eager to assert itself on the world stage. Among the figures who emerged during this transformative period was Toyama Mitsuru, a man whose vision for Japan would intertwine with the fate of an entire region. Toyama was born on May 27, 1855, in Fukuoka, to a struggling samurai family. From his early years, he felt the weight of Japan's shifting identity, an identity caught between the traditions of the samurai class and the encroaching influence of Western powers. His formative years were marked by a fierce loyalty to his homeland, which was soon fueled by military experiences during the Saga Rebellion of 1874. This rebellion, a clash between the imperial government and discontented samurai, instilled in Toyama a profound sense of purpose and resistance against authority, a theme that would echo throughout his life. In 1881, Toyama founded the Genyosha, or Black Ocean Society, a group initially devoted to patriotic activities. Yet, the organization quickly morphed into a formidable ultranationalist faction, its members zealous in their belief that Japan possessed a divine destiny to lead Asia. At the core of the Genyosha's ideology was a powerful blend of nationalism and Pan-Asianism, a philosophy that called for unity among Asian nations against Western imperialist forces. As the world witnessed the exploitation of Asian territories by European powers, members of the Genyosha reacted with indignation, regarding these encroachments as threats not only to Japan, but to the very sovereignty of Asia itself. Toyama found his inspiration in the legendary figure of Saigo Takamori, often heralded as the last samurai. Saigo's bravery in the face of governmental authority during the Satsuma Rebellion turned him into a martyr in the eyes of many nationalists, exemplifying loyalty, courage, and sacrifice for the nation. To the members of the Genyosha, Saigo embodied the essence of their mission, to restore Japan's imperial grandeur and to engage in a renaissance of national pride. Under Toyama's leadership, the Genyosha quickly adopted tactics both clandestine and overt. Espionage, sabotage, and the occasional assassination marked their endeavors, but they also engaged in educational programs aimed at inspiring patriotism among the Japanese populace and fostering solidarity among Asian nations. Toyama's vision was not solely about military might, it was also about the unification of Asia, a concept that would resonate deeply in a region rife with colonial strife. As the Genyosha laid the groundwork for these ideas, a new group arose from its remnants, the Kakuyukai, or Black Dragon Society. Founded by former Genyosha member Ukita Ryohei, this organization sought to deepen ties with various nationalist groups across Asia, including those in Korea, China, and even India. The Kakuyukai was not just about espionage. It also became a prolific producer of propaganda, crafting narratives that validated Japan's imperial ambitions. While the Genyosha and Kakuyukai operated in the shadows, their influence seeped into the very fabric of Japanese foreign policy. They encouraged the government's aggressive stance towards its neighbors, cultivating an attitude of superiority among the Japanese elite. Their ideologies encouraged the perception of a divine mission, the belief that Japan was destined to unify and lead Asia against the overwhelming forces of Western imperialism. However, this legacy is not without complexity. While Toyama and his contemporaries pushed for an expansionist agenda, the ideas they propagated simultaneously fostered a sense of Asian unity that continued to evolve long after the shadows of their organizations faded. In the post-war era, the concept of Pan-Asianism took on new meanings, often removed of its imperialist constraints as nations grappled with issues of regional cooperation and cultural exchange. As Toyama Mitsuru's life and pursuits illustrated, the interplay between nationalism, ideology, and international relations is fraught with contradiction. The story of Toyama is one of fervent aspirations that shaped not only Japan, but also the entire region of Asia. His efforts remind us of the power of ideas and the enduring quest for identity among nations. Even today, as we reflect on his legacy, we find echoes of his vision permeating the dialogue around nationalism and regional unity in Asia, a region continually seeking to redefine itself in an ever-changing world.